Well, good, chilly morning, ladies and gentlemen. Look what we got going on here. They just broke my fence down, so I got to fix the fence here this morning. But I wanted to get this out this morning before it gets too late in the day. We're going to put a warning out. Hey, this is a Hope Gamble, Cassandra Byrne, Dave Edwards warning. Overnight, ladies and gentlemen, this is Property Preservation News coming to you live from a mobile Alladay LLC studio. As you can see, they don't make me mobile. I'm just mobile because we're out in the field today. But what a sight to see, huh? You guys got to go somewhere, man. You can't be messing around breaking my fence, man. I got to do a podcast. I got to tell people there's bad people out there trying to steal their money, okay? That guy in the front, that's Four Socks. He's a character. But Hope Gamble, Cassandra Byrne, and Dave Edwards have all decided that they were going to do some kind of phony, and I say phony, I'm going to emphasize phony debt collection if you were 30 days out on your bills. Overnight, ladies and gentlemen, overnight. Their profiles are gone from LinkedIn. All the posts they have made are gone. I have not had the opportunity to check the website that I posted about and linked to in my article on Foreclosurepedia. We have the screenshots of this. We have also sent their information to the Illinois State Attorney General because what they are doing is illegal. There's people that have already been arrested, have already gone to jail for it. One guy got 22 years probation for doing exactly what Hope Gamble did and spent 6 months in prison. He's still serving a prison sentence because he decided to become a sovereign citizen and represent people illegally, claiming he was an attorney, offering legal advice, just like Hope Gamble and Dave Edwards and the CEO, which was Cassandra Byrne. They're all gone, ladies and gentlemen. They're in the wind. If they owe you money, find a way, file a complaint. Just that simple. Another warning, another huge warning going out this morning. NFN, their financial situation has become so precarious. There are people monitoring the courts so we can bring you breaking news when they get ready to file bankruptcy. That is how bad their situation is. I just got off the phone with somebody who is owed over $30,000. $30,000. The couple claims they have been working with the NFN for 2 years, and the very first check there was a problem. They've had to argue over their money right from the very beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, NFN is a serious problem in the industry. They're not paying people. And let's make no mistake about something, ladies and gentlemen. 9 times out of 10, these companies are getting paid for your services that they're telling you, we can't pay you for this, we can't pay you for that. Yet you invest your money, you pay your labor, you use your materials, your time, your invoicing, everything about it you do. They collect the money and they don't pay you. I have written numerous occasions on how easy it is for an order mill in the preservation industry to clip $1 million. You want to be a millionaire? Join NAMFS and do property preservation work. Become a sub. Google it. How to become a millionaire? Join NAMFS. You will find articles outlining exactly what they do. I'm going to talk real quick here about it for just a minute. In the property preservation industry, you have what they call primaries. The primary order mill is the order mill that has the contract with either Fannie Mae or HUD or whomever. They in turn turn around and sub all the work out. The next person in line is the one that starts making excuses not to pay you. HUD does not reduce an invoice. Fannie Mae, they don't reduce the invoices. It's all the people in between everybody. That's who reduces an invoice. Now, let's say NFN, and we know NFN is in all 50 states. This is how simple it is to clip $1 million in 90 days, ladies and gentlemen. 90 days, 3 months. You know they have over 1,500 contractors. If they were to take and clip a couple $100 from each contractor every single week they send checks out within 90 days. It takes 1,500 contractors. You clip them for $450 a pay cycle. In 90 days, you have over $1 million. Think about that for just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you out there have had problems with NFN paying their money? Sherry Knott is on very thin ice. That boat is sinking, and I highly advise everybody to go out and lien the properties. That's what I just advised to that couple. And I also educated them on Hearst v. Boozecheck. Amanda Boozecheck is back involved at NFN. These couple, they've talked to her working at NFN, okay? That family stole over $1 million from labor. They're garbage. Anybody who steals money from labor, from hard-working men, women, military vets, they're garbage. I'm sorry. Labor, I am labor, you are labor, we are labor. Always remember that, ladies and gentlemen. And these people are scum buckets, bottom of the barrel vermin. They're lower than the slime on a worm, okay? That's the kind of people they are. They're garbage people. Now, Hearst v. Boozecheck. For anybody who is owed money, do not, and I'm going to say it again, do not buy into that crap disclaimer on the work order that you can't file a lien. Do not buy into the garbage that you have to file in New Jersey or wherever the hell their office is for conflict resolution. Hearst v. Boozecheck. It was a case in the property preservation industry that came out in 2010. The California courts decided two key elements in this case. The first element, Hearst was not an independent contractor. He was, in fact, an employee. That's number one. Number two, subject matter jurisdiction is where the work product takes place. This is how that part of the issue works, ladies and gentlemen. NFN is not, these people lived in Ohio. NFN is not licensed in Ohio to do work. Right off the top, they go down, they put liens on the property. NFN is operating illegally in Ohio. The courts ruled, and this was, I'm going to kind of paraphrase here. I don't know the exact words the judge said, but because the work product never leaves the state and they profit, two things happen. Subject matter jurisdiction is where the work is completed, and they need a business license because they are profiting in Ohio. They are illegal in 49 states in this country, ladies and gentlemen. File a lien. As I said, we have people watching the courts right now. I have a private investigator that assists me in gathering information. He has somebody sitting on that court. That's how bad their financial position is right now. They're sitting on the court waiting for them to come file bankruptcy. And we will bring you a breaking news alert podcast. I will post it up on the website as fast as I know, ladies and gentlemen, that information will be provided to you. My name is Aaron. My website is Aladay, LLC, ALADAYLLC.com. You can find information on there. If you're in law enforcement, you can find information there. Foreclosurepedia.org, and there's an iStar package. There is an iStar dossier on Hope Gamble because she has been stealing from labor for 3 or 4 years, 5 years that we know of. Cassandra Byrne, Dave Edwards, you just became part of the iStar system. You guys are scam artists also. You're trying to steal from good, hardworking folks who have already been abused by the membership, the offender members of NAMFS. Ladies and gentlemen, I am wound up this morning. I am upset, as you can tell by the way I am talking. This is so aggravating. This is so nauseating. Look, I broke the law. I faced the music, and I went to jail. And now it's time for Eric Miller and company to face that same music and go to jail and do their time. Quit lying to people. Quit setting people up to steal from people, because that is all the membership of NAMFS does. They're a bunch of thieves. They're not, well, I shouldn't say that, because not every company that is a member of NAMFS is stealing from labor. But there is a vast majority of people stealing from labor, and they are members of NAMFS, and NFN is one of them. Sherry, not shame on you. And my heart goes out. My heart goes out to JJ Batts over there at NFN. He's not a bad guy, stuck in a bad situation. Happy Christmas, JJ. My heart goes out for you, dude. It really does. I know your position is really messed up, and it's out of your hands. But Sherry Knott, it's not. And she's a piece of garbage, and she continues to allow, and she continues as a leader of NFN to steal from labor. I don't know who is profiting over at NFN, but somebody is, because when you owe somebody $30,000 and you quit talking to them, you quit answering their phone calls, you ignore their emails, that becomes theft. That becomes premeditated, and it becomes a crime. You're crossing state lines. It becomes a RICO violation. And perhaps the Attorney General in Ohio will go after NFN, just like the Attorney General in Illinois went after Safeguard Properties in Ohio for RICO violations and what they're doing. What's going on in property preservation, ladies and gentlemen, is illegal. They cannot operate in your state without a business license. If they don't have a business license, start causing these companies grief and file a complaint with your local Secretary of State. Whomever handles the thing, file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. File another complaint with the Attorney General. That's what needs to be done to stop this madness. There should be no more than 5 or 6 major order mills in the industry if we're going to do outsourcing. If HUD doesn't come directly to, I can understand HUD saying, okay, if you're going to do this contract, I need you to do the whole state. I can understand that element. But there should be one company in that state that is a W-2 company. That one company shouldn't be subbing out to 75 different people, skimming money off the top. There's a way to do it. I had 27 employees, and I did it for Fannie Mae and HUD, ladies and gentlemen. I know how to make it profitable. I know how to do it, and you have to work directly with Fannie Mae and HUD. You cannot have that order mill in the middle, because all hell breaks loose and things go wrong. And I'm telling you right now, things are going to come to a head. I spoke to another attorney, the Finkelman Law Firm on the East Coast, about various lawsuits concerning employee independent contractor in the Hearst v. Booze Check case. It was handled by the Duckworth Law Firm out in California and San Francisco. You can contact them if you're on the West Coast, especially in California. There's lawsuits going again. They come up in May, the court hearings, and many of the attorneys are expecting settlements not to go to court, because we know if they go to court, what's going to happen. NAMFS is going to fall apart. You got to tip your hat to Brett Douglas for finally waking up and smelling the coffee and getting out of NAMFS. If you're in the D-Land, Florida area, and you need property preservation service or landscape maintenance, get a hold of Brett Douglas, W-2 company. If you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, Women to Work, a W-2 company, handles a vast territory. Matt Steffen up in Montana handles a lot of that state, a W-2 company. That's how it needs to be done, ladies and gentlemen. And if there's anybody out there that needs some help over here, the next person on my list is United Field Services. Right now, they're recruiting in Nevada. They do not have a business license. And if you think I'm kidding, you call Dick over at Sentinel Field Services and talk to Dick about his not needing a business license in the state of Nevada. They got the Fannie Mae contract a couple years ago, ladies and gentlemen. They called us, recruiting us, and I looked some stuff up while I'm on the phone with Dick, and Dick tells me, oh, we have a business license in Utah. I don't need one in Nevada. I said, well, I'm sorry. And his name is actually Richard. I said, well, Richard, excuse me, but you do, because you're making money on the work here. I said, are you going to make money on my work over here? He goes, well, of course we are. I said, then you need a business license in Nevada. He goes, no, we don't. No, we don't. I said, well, then tell me something. If you don't have a business license here in Nevada and you're going to skirt my business laws in the state that I live in, how do I know you're going to pay me? Think about that for just a minute. NFN has no business license in Ohio, cheating people in Ohio out of money. Ladies and gentlemen, if they're not properly licensed, if they're going to skirt business law, they're going to cheat you out of money. That's the MO of the offender members of NAMFS. And Eric Miller, you are an accessory to every single crime that has happened since you took over executive directorship of that organization, because you have been made aware for at least 7 years that I know of. The membership, the executive director and the board members have been aware that there is problem, that there is thieving going on, and you continue. You allowed Jay Kaczynski, and he's still stealing from people, to become a member while he was stealing from people. Eric Miller, you're a big piece of garbage as Sherry Knott. You're all in bed together. You know it, I know it, and everybody out here knows it. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu today. I hope you guys have a great day. We got New Year's coming up. It's going to be a good time. It's an exciting time right now. We're going to have a great New Year, ladies and gentlemen. 2017 is going to be off the hook, fantastic. You can bank on it. Let's have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and let's all be safe out there.